Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Cricket Wicket, and in my last video I talked about the top 3 batsmen that dominated cricket in this year. So it would only make sense that I make a following video for the top 3 bowlers, one from each format that I thought did their job the best. The following bowlers and statistics are only from the 12 countries that played Test cricket.
Why is this, Ryan?
Blah blah, just go back to sleep. I don't need your stupid comments. I'll start with T20s, and immediately two names came to my mind. Arshdeep Singh, who has rose above the ranks and proven his worth to the Indian jersey, being the lead bowler for India along the T20 World Cup, and Bhuvneshwar Kumar, who was not only the highest wicket taker this year but also had the lowest economy among bowlers with more than 25 wickets this year. He was very impressive, especially in the power play where he gave no loose deliveries and picked up wickets regularly. But when I dug up the statistics even deeper and I looked back at a particular player's contributions, Wanindu Hasaranga's name stood up to me. He had among the lowest average of 16 and was the second highest wicket taker with 34 wickets. The reason I picked him above the likes of Bhuvi and Arshdeep was his strike rate. Look at this chart and I'll tell you all you need to know. He has the lowest average and strike rate among the top 4 highest wicket takers in T20s this year, while having a very decent economy of 7.4. He has been very impressive for Sri Lanka, being their lead bowler. They rely so heavily on him, and the fact that he's been able to perform to the high standards set for him made me convinced to choose him as a top bowler in T20s this year. Moving to ODIs, I had to research quite a bit to find out who was leading the charts, and I immediately found my man. He's a guy who tends to slip under the radar but gets the job done with excellence. His name is Adam Zampa. He was the joint highest wicket taker alongside Akeal Hussain, but he did it at a fantastic average of 18 as compared to Akeal's 31. His strike rate was also among the best at a mere 21. He can be a pain in the, if you know what I mean, for opponents, especially in the middle overs where his economy is just around 5. He has proven to be a hard man to get away with subtle changes of pace and variations, which makes up for pitches that don't have as much turn. This in turn makes him a very potent bowler, which explains how he is getting regular breakthroughs. Moving to Test, there were so many players to choose from. The old lad Jimmy Anderson is always up there, and so is his partner Stuart Broad.
Ryan, how can you call Jimmy Anderson old? The United Nations has defined an older person as anyone 60 years or older. He is only 40 years old.
Sorry, Pavapal, my mistake. Can I move on now?
Sure, beta.
Thanks. Nathan Lyon also had a good year, and Jack Leach had a breakthrough year. Kagiso Rabada was the 4th highest wicket taker, so there were many options to choose from. So I used a process of elimination. Jack Leach's strike rate was 85, while Nathan Lyon's was 67, which was way too high. So I eliminated both of them. Among the other 3 bowlers, Kagiso Rabada's stats stood out. While other players had played around 9 matches, he had played only 7 matches, yet he was the 4th highest wicket taker this year, and mind you, the gap between the 1st and 5th highest wicket taker is just 4. He also had the lowest strike rate and 2nd lowest average. The combination of the surfaces at South Africa and his thrusting pace make it a struggle for batsmen to play him. Therefore, I decided to pick him as a top bowler in Test this year. So that's it for today's video. Comment down below on who your top 3 bowlers are for this year. Don't forget to like the video, share it, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Tata and adios.